They're off in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf. Going to Vegas, goes immediately to the early lead. No surprises here. Taking it to them early. Dog tag on the outside. Pocket Square is going to be in the mix too. So it's these three that will lead them to that first turn. Then it's Acanella, Love's Only You, Love in Between Horses. Rougier is 7th right now, and she's 7 lengths off the lead. My Sister Nat, Queen Supreme. Last year's winner, Adaria's down on the inside, and then Ocean Road and Warlike Goddess, a late runner, is the early trailer as they race into the stretch the first time. 24.1 the opening quarter mile. Going to Vegas, leading the way by 3/4 of a length. Dog tag on the outside, tracks in second. Pocket Square is back running in third, 3 lengths off the lead. Then it's Love's Only You. Acanella to the inside. Love 3 wide. Adaria and Rougier right behind them. Queen Supreme has 9 lengths to make up. Ocean Road is inside of her. My Sister Nat and Warlike Goddess. Going to Vegas, goes to the turn in front and has the lead by 3/4 of a length over Dog Tag, who continues to press. Pocket Square tracks them. Love is outside of Horses. She's got 4 lengths to make up. Acanella saves ground. Love's Only You is in between those two. Then Rougier and Adaria side by side, 5 from the front, just clear of Ocean Road. Queen Supreme, My Sister Nat, and Warlike Goddess. 3/4 up in 1:13.06 seconds. Going to Vegas has led every step of the way so far. Dog Tag is a half length behind her. Then Pocket Square on the outside of Acanella. Love's Only You is 5th, just in behind the leaders. Love is to her outside. Daria's bottled up behind traffic now, 5 lengths off the lead. Rougier is next. Warlike Goddess has gone by runners, and she continues to do so with a wide blitz. Warlike Goddess is moving quickly. She's moving right now, and she's moving to the lead as they come to the top of the stretch. A 5-wide rally by Warlike Goddess and Julian Leparoux. They've taken the lead. My Sister Nat follows that run. Love battles on from the inside. It is Warlike Goddess in front. On the inside, Love. On the outside, My Sister Nat. Love's Only You is coming. Here comes Love's Only You to win it for Japan. Love's Only You came flying late. Beat My Sister Nat, Warlike Goddess, and Love. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and Jackie's Warrior broke very sharply, but will have early pressure from Dreamer's Disease, and Classier is right up there, and Hard Held just in behind the leaders as they race for that turn. Then it's Likeable. Next is going wide, floated out there 5 deep as they move into that turn. And then it's King Fury right alongside of Hot Rod Charlie. Essential Quality mid-pack here, 7 lengths behind. Reinvestment Risk is next. And then comes Calibrate to the outside. 22.58 was the opening quarter mile. They're rolling up front. Camp Hope is next on the inside of Rombauer, and then Late Runner sitting on Go and Keep Me in Mind. So up the backstretch they go here in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And on the inside, it is Dreamer's Disease with a narrow lead. Likeable is right alongside in second. Jackie's Warrior ups to get off the pace here. That pace is fast, so will sit 3rd. And Classier is there to the inside in 4th, past a half mile in 45.31 seconds. It continues to be a hot tempo as they race for the far turn. Dreamer's Disease on top as they round the turn. Jackie's Warrior begins to move. Now up into 2nd position. Hot Rod Charlie has made a sudden move and has stormed up into 3rd and is gaining ground on the top 2. Then Essential Quality in 4th as they make their way to the top of the stretch. Jackie's Warrior strikes the front. Hot Rod Charlie circles up on the outside. The 2 of them will turn for home together, and Essential Quality is trying to get them. Here's Hot Rod Charlie, a huge long shot at 94-1, coming into the final 16th. But Essential Quality runs by. Jackie's Warrior's given way. Essential Quality's gonna do it. Essential Quality has won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile over long shot Hot Rod Charlie. Keep Me in Mind came late for 3rd. Jackie's Warrior ended up 4th. The final time was 1:42. They're all in line. We are ready for the start. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Arrowgate broke to his left coming out of the starting gate. Not a good beginning for him, but a great one for Gunrunner and Collected. These two will go out for the early lead together, and a crush of horses trying to get position behind them. Muktahij, Churchill, and on the outside West Coast. And then it's Pavel right behind them. Then it's War Story. Arrowgate, who hung a left coming out of the gate, is racing about 10 lengths off the lead with a lap to go. He's alongside of Gunavera. After that, it's War Decree and Win the Space. So Gunrunner will get ahead of Collected early on here. That first quarter mile was a taxing 22.50 seconds. And with 7 furlongs to run, Florent Giroux and Gunrunner lead it by a length. Collected in Martin Garcia second on the outside. Churchill is third. And then it's West Coast running in fourth. Moptahij is fifth by 2. Pavel is sixth. Arrowgate is down on the inside of War Story onto the backstretch. Mike Smith trying to find a good spot with him. He's 8 lengths off the lead after a 46.31 half mile. Then Gunnevera and War Decree, and far behind is Win the Space. So they go up the backstretch in the Breeders' Cup Classic at Del Mar. And Gunrunner and Collected are 1-2. And Arrowgate is near the back of the field. Mike Smith trying to urge him. He's still about 8 lengths behind. Racing for the far turn, Gunrunner the leader. On the outside, Collected has been battling him the whole way. 3/4 up at 1:10.50 seconds. West Coast is now 4 lengths off the lead and being ridden by Javier Castellano. War Story is fourth under a drive. Arrowgate's going to take the far outside route. He's coming up on the outside of Gunnevera, but he's a long way behind Gunrunner and Collected as they make their way to the top of the stretch in the Breeders' Cup Classic. They're into the stretch, and it's Collected and Gunrunner. They've been battling since the gates opened. Gunrunner's got the lead. Collected, West Coast is bearing down on them on the outside. Final 16. Gunrunner reaching for the wire. Collected's alongside, and then comes West Coast and War Story. But Gunrunner's on top of the world. He wins the Breeders' Cup Classic over Collected. Then came West Coast, followed by War Story. Arrowgate was coming late, but too late. The final time was 2 minutes 1.29 seconds.
Field sent on their 1.5-mile journey in the Breeders' Cup turf. They all came away well. Turbo Compressor, once the early lead, has actually ridden along early, and Turbo Compressor will take it. Optimizer on the far side, and Little Mike settles in third. They go a fast pace for this distance early. Then we drop back to Trailblazer, who's a good 5 lengths back in the 4th position. Slim Shady's taken all the way back to 5th. Then comes Treasure Beach, got to be a good 8 lengths off those leaders. St. Nicholas Abbey races towards the rear. Point of Entry in the red cap is alongside of that. Then it comes Sharita. Doulahan is far back early on. Cogito's along the inside, and Kindergarten Kid the early trailer. Through the stretch first time round, and Turbo Compressor certainly ensured a good early pace here. Goes clear to lead it by 3. Optimizes in second. Little Mike along the inside, and Slim Shady's in the 4th spot. Here's the Japanese hopeful Trailblazer racing along 5th. Now 5 off the leader. Down at the rail we have Treasure Beach. Up alongside comes St. Nicholas Abbey, giving them 7 length start. Point of Entry, red cap down at the rail, just biding his time. Sharita races in behind that. Cogito is back third last. Doulahan is second last, and Kindergarten Kid is the trailer. Got to be 15 off this leader. Half the journey covered now, and Turbo Compressor still kicks on. Turbo Compressor 1.5 lengths to Optimizer. Little Mike's been third throughout. Slim Shady is right there in the 4th position. Now Trailblazer in the 5th spot, still got 6 to make up. Inside of that comes Treasure Beak. St. Nicholas Abbey's racing alongside of that. St. Nicholas Abbey giving them a good 8-9 length start. Point of Entry, red cap, then Sharita, Cogito. Dallahan racing back second last, and Kindergarten Kid trails. 3/8 of a mile to go now, and it is still Turbo Compressor trying to shake loose. Little Mike comes after him now, and here's Trailblazer. Trailblazer putting in a huge run, and Trailblazer now strikes the front. St. Nicholas Abbey winding up on the outside. Little Mike's hanging tough. Trailblazer up alongside, and at the rail, Point of Entry getting a late run, but it is Little Mike all heart. He's kicking on. Little Mike, Point of Entry finishing strongly along the inside. Down the centre, St. Nicholas Abbey. Little Mike in front though, and Little Mike in an upset. Little Mike won at Point of Entry, closing late but not quick enough. St. Nicholas Abbey third, Trailblazer and Sharita in a photo for 4th.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly Turf, and Bubble Rock was off to a slow beginning, and Turner Loose goes right to the front. Consumer Spending Away running in second. Mise en Scène goes up on the outside, and Cachet comes up the rail. So it's Cachet, Turner Loose, and Mise en Scène across the track. Haughty behind them running in 4th. LOU is 5th on the inside. Consumer Spending is 6th behind them. Then to the outside comes Sail By. Bubble Rock in mid-pack alongside of Helen's Well. Koala Princess is 9 lengths off the lead early on. Then back to Pizza Bianca down toward the inside of Cairo Memories. California Angel is second last. Malavath is the trailer. 23.59 was that opening quarter mile for Cachet, who leads them up the backstretch. On top by a length and a half to Turn Her Loose in second. Mise en Scène is third on the outside. Hello You tracks them fourth. Helen's Well goes up in between horses in fifth. And then on the outside comes Haughty. Consumer Spending is riding the rail into that turn. She's got 6 lengths to make up. Sail By, Koala Princess right alongside of her. And then it's Cairo Memories around the far turn. Cachet every step of the way so far through a 47.84 half mile. Turn Her Loose is a length behind, running in second. Mise en Scène is third. Cutting the corner is Hello You. Consumer Spending is at an inside trip. Helen's Well, Koala Princess is getting going on the far outside. Cachet to catch, a furlong to do it. Koala Princess closing on the outside. Pizza Bianca's coming on through too. It's a wild finish here. Also coming is Haughty. Who's it gonna be? Pizza Bianca gives Christophe Clement his first Breeders' Cup. And then it was Malavath, followed by Haughty in the Juvenile fillies turf.
All set now for the Emirates airline turf. Field sent on their 1.5 mile journey. Quickest into stride is Dean's Kitten along the inside, but they're all lining up for the lead here. There goes Await the Dawn now, and Await the Dawn is the new leader. On the far side, Midday in the pink cap is going up and joins second. Brilliant Speed and Teeks North are in there as well. Here's St. Nicholas Abbey down at the rail. Now they're slowing it right down up front. St. Nicholas Abbey just 2.5 off them. Then back to the filly Serafina. She's pretty keen to go on. She's taken a strong hold in the green colours. Only 4.5 off the leaders. No pace on up there at all. Stately Victor is taken back to be second last, and that'll leave Sea Moon as the trailer. 8 lengths would cover the lot. So they come to the stop of the stretch, first time round in the Emirates airline turf. And out on the lead is Await the Dawn, in front by just over a length. Dean's Kitten is tracking from second. Midday in the pink cap moving up alongside of that. On the outside we have Brilliant Speed in the red cap. Only 2 lengths separates these first 4. Dean's Kitten now going to turn the pressure on a little. St. Nicholas Abbey's in a perfect spot in fifth, just 3 lengths off the leaders. Serafina a little more relaxed, but still pretty keen to go on in the green. She's no more than 3.5 off the leader. Teeks North is scraping the rail on the inside. They've been followed then by Sea Moon, second last, and Stately Victor trails 6 lengths to cover the line. On to the backstretch they go, and it is still Await the Dawn and Julian Laperoux just in front now as Dean's Kitten is putting a little pressure on them. On the far side we have Brilliant Speed in third. Inside of that comes Midday just loping along in fourth. Now Serafina in the green between runners, 2 lengths off the leaders. Then it's St. Nicholas Abbey. On the inside, Tweaks North. On the far side of those two comes Sea Moon, only 3.5 off the leaders. And still the trailer, Stately Victor. They're going to have to turn this one into a sprint for home now. It is still Await the Dawn, the leader. Let's see who's the first to make a move. Here comes Brilliant Speed now. Brilliant Speed on the outside. Dean's Kitten between them. Serafina's travelling nicely right behind them. And Sea Moon crying out for who? Sea Moon hooks to the grandstand side. With a white face, here comes Sea Moon now. But got first runners Brilliant Speed. Brilliant Speed down the centre. St. Nicholas Abbey with a late run. Serafina could not quicken with him. Is trying to come on late. But it's St. Nicholas Abbey. St. Nicholas Abbey. History in the making. St. Nicholas Abbey, Joey O'Brien for his father, Aidan O'Brien. History is made. St. Nicholas Abbey wins. Second will be Sea Moon, third will be Brilliant Speed, and Serafina had to settle for fourth.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup turf, and it's Twilight Eclipse who started well, and on the inside comes Telescope. These two with Early Speed and Imagining is going to get by them now. And Imagining and Brown Panther now go up, and they're going to grab the lead as they race down the hill. It's Imagining the early leader. And then Brown Panther, Star Spangled Heat, a long shot goes up on the outside to set the pace. Artist Core is wide on the turn, running in fourth. Telescope is saving every inch of ground. He's getting a great trip so far. He's fifth on the inside, ahead of the other European favorite Flincher. In behind them comes Twilight Eclipse, then the free-spirited filly Chiquita, who is fine as they cross over the main track for the first time. And then comes Main Sequence on the outside. A break of another 2 lengths back, and then comes Finnegan's Wake. Big John B is next, and last of them all is Hangover Kid. A half mile in 47 and 3/5 seconds. And racing across the track are Star Spangled Heat, Imagining, and Hardest Core. And they're all right together with 1 lap to go. And Telescope is running in 4th position, and he's saved ground every inch of the way so far. Brown Panther's alongside in 5th. Flincher is 6th outside of horses. Chiquita 7th and right on the rail, and she's racing 5.5 lengths off the lead. Then Twilight Eclipse, main sequence to the outside. Big John B, Finnegan's Wake, and last of them all, Hangover Kid. Now the pace is quickened. 3/4, 1:11 flat, and Hardest Core and Ari Luis Vaz have taken up the running, and now they're in the clear by 2. Star Spangled Heat is 2nd, Imagining taken to the outside in 3rd. Ryan Moore continues to have a strong hold of Telescope. Telescope is 4 lengths off the lead as they race for the turn. Brown Panther is just to the outside of him, and then comes Chiquita. Chiquita's got 5 lengths to make up. Flincher is in the hunt too. He's 6 lengths off the lead as the field rounds the far turn. Hardest Core is the leader by 1.5 lengths. Imagining is 2nd, and Telescope has his sights set on the front runners. He's 3rd, and now Ryan Moore is asking him to go, and they're into the stretch. Hardest Core, the rail is open for Telescope. He's got a clear view, and he comes through on the inside, and Flincher is on the attack too. Chiquita and Main Sequence on the far outside, and here he comes. Main Sequence forging to the front. A perfect year for Main Sequence. Flincher was 2nd, Twilight Eclipse was 3rd, then it's either Telescope or Chiquita. John Velasquez and Main Sequence have won the turf. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Turf, a slow beginning for Cliffs of Moher. Oscar Performance and Highland Reel as expected with speed, but Oscar Performance is the one in front. Highland Reel will sit 2nd early on. Beach Patrol is 3rd on the outside, and then comes Hunt, and down toward the inside, Talismanic. Then Bullard's Alley, Bigger Picture, Decorated Night, Cliffs of Moher now racing on the inside of It's in the Post, 7 lengths off the lead and just clear of 7th Heaven the filly. After that, Fanciful Angel and late running Sadler's Joy is last to a 23.69 first quarter. So that's a very honest pace here in the Breeders' Cup Turf set by Oscar Performance and Jose Ortiz. And Beach Patrol is 2nd on the outside. Ryan Moore has Highland Reel drafting in behind horses off the pace today in the Breeders' Cup Turf. 3rd on the inside, and just ahead of Hunt running in 4th, and Talismanic who's 5th as they come through the stretch for the first time. Then Bullard's Alley surrounded by Bigger Picture and Decorated Night from the inside. It's in the Post and Cliffs of Moher next. 7th Heaven is about 9 lengths from the front after a 48.33 half mile. And then late runners, Fanciful Angel and Sadler's Joy. So it is Oscar Performance going into the clubhouse turn with the lead here. On top, 1.5 lengths, Beach Patrol is 2nd. It continues to be an inside drafting trip here for Highland Reel in 3rd. Just 1.75 lengths off the lead as they make their way to the backstretch. Hunt is 4th on the outside. Then it's Talismanic, 3/4 up at 1:12.86 seconds. And then Bullard's Alley, who's got 6 lengths to make up. Bigger Picture is next. Decorated Nights on the inside. Fanciful Angel looks to have a lot of run outside of It's in the Post. Then Cliffs of Moher, 7th Heaven, and Sadler's Joy. Oscar Performance rolling right along here as the field enters the far turn, on top by 1 length. Beach Patrol continues to pursue in 2nd. Ryan Moore and Highland Reel, the defending champion, now coming under encouragement from the inside. It's in the Post is next, and then comes Hunt. And on the far outside, Fanciful Angel, Sadler's Joy wide but progressing. Talismanic rides the rail as Oscar Performance is taken on by Beach Patrol at the top of the stretch. They're into the stretch, and Beach Patrol takes the lead. Talismanic running well. Highland Reel to the outside. Oh, Talismanic's gonna take the lead here. Talismanic, Highland Reel, and Beach Patrol coming down to the line. Talismanic, Beach Patrol fights on. Highland Reel. Talismanic is the winner. Beach Patrol 2nd, and Highland Reel was 3rd in the Breeders' Cup Turf. And they're all in line, and we are ready for the start. They're off in the Juvenile Turf. And Bobby's Kitten goes right out to take the early lead. All Cash on the inside broke well, and Homeschool came out running in 3rd. And then it's Bon Accord in 4th, followed by Huntology on the outside. Giovanni Baldini is down at the rail just inside of Aotearoa, and they're 5 lengths off the lead, and Wilshire Boulevard is right behind stablemate Giovanni Baldini. Ontology caught wide into that turn. Beshert racing in between horses 6 lengths off the lead. Then back to Got Shades, outstripped to the outside. Shemshan and Poker Players the trailer. And the pace is hot. 22-1. It's an extremely fast pace for Bobby's Kitten. That's the fastest quarter in the history of this race. And he's out there on a 2-length lead. All Cash is second, Homeschool third. Giovanni Baldini stalks fourth on the inside with 4 lengths to make up. Up the backstretch run. A length and a half back to Bonaccord, Wilshire Boulevard, and Aotearoa. A 45 3/2 mile outstrip is in behind horses with about 6 lengths to make up and no running room at all for God Shades, who got bottled up. And Bobby's Kitten rolls on the far turn. Giovanni Baldini sent after him now, a length and a half behind. Bonaccord is third. Aotearoa cuts the corner. Ontology on the outside. They're into the stretch. Bobby's Kitten and Giovanni Baldini in a battle at the gate pole. Bobby's Kitten digs in. Giovanni Baldini outstrip is closing on the far outside. Giovanni Baldini and outstrip. The 2 Europeans. Here's outstrip to win it over Giovanni Baldini.